Привет, вы на канале Podcast, и мы продолжаем проходить Final Fantasy XVI. Всем приятного просмотра и спасибо. О, дорогой племянник, я так скучал. Дядя, как вы нашли это место? Благодаря Сесиму. Он мне очень потребил.
As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there?
My друг.
There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's
20 миллионов
coffers, would you?
гилов.
2,000?
12 миллионов гилов? Ни хрена себе.
And I'm afraid that is all I
Боюсь,
know.
это все, что мне известно.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Да.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the
полная
Royalists' movements,
картина,
that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Давай покажу. Так, пошли.
It is known that Kupka's forces
Известно,
entered
что
Rosaria via its
войска
unguarded
Кубки
coast.
не охраняем
So can the same be said of your visitors from
Перекол.
Waloed? Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A
Капец.
fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria
Именно
from
с
the
моря
sea.
вошли, да.
So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern
Ну,
cape?
в таком случае тебя ждет.
Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance.
Пошли.
No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat.
Именно, да.
I would stake your life on it.
Мне надо ставить жизнь мою.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
Что их владыка мертв.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the
Найти
Royalist
Кубку
trail
просто
across the
туда.
Velcroy.
Да.
It may well have gone cold by now. But as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the
Позвольте
way.
пройти с вами.
As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company.
Я всегда рад.
Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Время не ждет. Лицо.
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang.
Кубка
I'll be leaving
в
before sunset.
дракона.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to.
Хьюго,
I
да.
promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
Кто она?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about
Как
your
что
uncle?
идет? Я не против.
I mean, he's welcome
Пусть
to
остается,
stay,
но
but...
Don't look so worried.
хватит
He'll be coming with me.
тревожиться, она троится с
Thank
нами.
fuck for that.
Плавание.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
И вот это
You can count on
поставили
us.
туда, старших. Мы не подведем. Клинический Байрон. Вернитесь к Байрону. Давай.
All right, Uncle.
Дядя, я
I'm ready to depart.
Отправляемся.
Shall we?
We shall. Come,
Конечно.
let us away to
Навстречу
adventure.
приключениям. Вперед. Пустыня. Так, русская пошла. Республика. Беркем.
I was a young man when last I walked
Еще
this
в
path.
юном возрасте. Чебака.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Пошли туда. Загадка песков.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Go, Torgal! Get him! Over here! Go,
300 метров.
this way. Accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Flag.
He left me.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. He was so eager to be there when your brother arrived, but you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn bust over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Run like the wind.
Поехали.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Ну, не зависай, пожалуйста.
Cook has finally made his move.
Yes. I expect that's why Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn.
Вот и
Do you
он.
know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Что не нравится? Собачки наши.
Look, there.
Смотри,
Those are Ashen steeds.
там нигде.
No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Присоединимся?
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Вроде не. Ладно.
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full.
Он привык.
What do you
Покушайте.
recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Сейчас что-то будет. Что будет? Да ладно. Брат тут тоже? Ну и где?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on.
Нет, нужно идти дальше.
Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Ты же понимаешь?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Я принесу воду. Да ладно, и ты тут. Два брата не встретиться никак. Зашибись.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Kupka, then.
Я знаю.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Давай, давай.
Hey, you!
Давай. Ну, пацаны, ну уже не надо, ну, пацаны, ну зачем она вам? Ну, пацаны, ну...
Uncle?
Дядя?
Sorry.
Прости. Ну, пацаны, ну зачем она вам? Ну, не надо, ну дайте покушать.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
Вы
What's wrong?
смотрите.
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Нет, вы зачем что не добрали. Ну, пацаны, ну дайте покушать спокойно, алло.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Друг. Ну, пацаны, ну дайте покушать спокойно.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
А дядя кушать пошел.
It's the outlaw! Take him!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like...
До свидания, ну, пацаны, ну зачем? Ну я ж... Оно вам не надо.
For your trouble.
Это вам.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Стоп. Слегка недостойно.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Или Феникса? Ну, кто-то там.
Clive?
Клайв. Брата. Брата и нет, но здесь уже.
What is it now?
Ну что еще?
It's nothing.
Ничего.
Let's go.
Пошли.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their...
Ah, they've closed the road.
And
And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is,
The gate is closed.
Are you looking for something in particular? Here you are. Fare you well.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Ну да, мы безумно благодарны.
You wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well,
Не слыхаю такое.
thank you all the
Слушай,
same.
ну, спасибо.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
No,
One more question.
Еще одна.
If I wanted to find the richest trader in
Можете
town,
найти самого
where would
богатого.
you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
Спасибо.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason.
Mummy, I want to play with the
Why there's
crystal.
an urgency, is
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you?
Вам помочь?
Yes, I'm
Я
looking for a
ищу
woman by the name
женщину
of
по имени
Rosina Dalamil.
Ружена Далем.
A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the doctors from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Что?
Don't play the fool.
Не притворяйтесь.
Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Да блин, ну пацаны, ну зачем оно? Ну, ну. До свидания.
Who are you working for?
Кому ты
Him
служишь?
or her?
Мужчине или женщине? Мужчине.
Him.
Хозяин.
The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
to the Lock of Leisure.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
My carpet!
Is this the place?
Это за место?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Вот целое место.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
Ах ты.
So,
Ладно.
what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart.
Что тебе надо от меня?
Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Ну что тебе надо?
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies.
Прошу
A word of
прощения.
advice in
Я заглашу.
recompense. Follow the crystals.
Кристалл
Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right.
Удачи.
Good luck, Uncle.
Дядя.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Ага.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
The juiciest meat from Green's. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
My carpets.
What was all that crashing and banging about?
It's you, the one who
Yep.
broke all our furniture. What
Любите
do you
ломать
want?
мебель.
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my
Я
pal.
ищу друга.
Have you seen
Видела
him?
его?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's
Он
upstairs, but
наверху, но...
Thank you.
Спасибо.
I'll go and fetch him.
Я пойду за ним.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
Пойдет в качестве носа?
By the sands.
За
That's a
ниточку
black pearl.
на жемчужину?
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Я что уже задумал.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe
Ну
that
да, больше
smirk off his
никому, да?
face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Пошли. Я услугу.
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
То есть мы сначала
Why is the tavern shut?
потом прямо. Мне уже не интересно, меня по сюжету. Говорить буду я.
I was beginning to think
Я
you weren't
думал, вы
coming, my lord.
единственный вот.
You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them! Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle!
Good! I'm just getting warmed up! Kill!
Minus again.
This one. Over here. Go for
Пусть хотя бы как-то. Враги убит.
Well,
Да что
that wasn't too
неплохо.
bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. it occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
Clive?
So, Sid the Second is a Clive? I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
Ноги.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Umia lostelan. Tu isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Нам пора.
Well, this is no good.
Не, мы не будем делать такое.
You're going to drink my... I need a drink.
Не буду.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime you bring this nonsense, good control.
Ah! They've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
We can make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kuka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Sid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Почти добежали. Через так.
There it is.
А вот
Drake's
и
Fang.
клык дракона.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Где-то там прячется.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Да.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
Позволь мне извиниться.
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the viceroy in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Прости меня.
Uncle, please.
Прошу.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right. And there are those that would help you to take it back.
У нас есть сторонники. Да, помогут нам.
Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot.
Извините на меня.
I fight to build a new world now.
За право.
To the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know?
Очень похож на него.
Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then. Bye bye.
Till then.
До встречи.
Go safely, Uncle.
Берегите себя, дядя.
And you, nephew.
Ты себя, племянник.
We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
Рассказывал о всех своих...
You can regale me too,
И вы тоже. Расчелились.
I'm coming for you.
Я иду.
Kupka.
Ну, пошлите за кубкой. Ничего не помню. Все у нее все еще ряд. Что это крысаное?
Out of my sight, witch!
Посмотреть.
I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are
Ты
weak.
слишком слаб. Проклятие.
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope.
Пламя гнева.
There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Отомстить.
Tell me, what must I do?
Скажи, что я должен сделать?
Please, I'll do anything.
Я пойду на все. Только скажи.
Tell me.
The heart.
Ядро.
What of it?
Не понял.
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then,
Только ты
you are
ведь
no
необычный
ordinary man,
человек, верно?
are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate. and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
И те другие смогли же призвать свою icon.
Like Benedicta Harmon.
Смогла.
She too drank of the ether.
Она выпила эфир и получила силу, превосходящую человеческое разумение. Правда? Бенедикта. Моя Бенедикта. Я смогу, любовь моя. Я отомщу за тебя.
Run along now, Hugo.
Просто
You need only follow the light. Mythos is here.
Миф уже здесь.
Very well, it shall be so.
Что ж, так тому и быть.
You may leave everything to
Можете
me,
положиться
Your
на меня,
Majesty.
Ваше Величество. Клык дракона. Кровь. Опа. Охренеть, ох, кто такие.
Orcs.
А, это орки.
Did the royalists bring them from
Ну
Ash?
что их завезли. Сэш. Навстречу тьме.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us.
Минус.
Taken over the entire mine. So much for the men of the Rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Ну, это купили 4000, чтобы прокачать пламя Феникса.
should never have left Ash.
Вот так немножко.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Ну, мне надо что-то. Опа. Типа. Бля, какой.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Ну, привет.
By the flames.
We need this.
Come on, Torgal.
Вперед.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal to his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Да, зашли пески.
Let the trial
Да
begin.
начнется испытание.
With me, Paul.
До свидания.
Seems we're expected.
Смотрю на вас тут.
So this is the power of Mythos.
Did the orcs do this too? What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him? First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Ultima твои пройдет.
This won't be easy. You've been busy, Kupka.
Явно потер кубки.
But where did you go?
Куда же он делся?
The heart.
Ядро.
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle. Just what I needed.
All yours, Torgal. Over here. Get him. Go, Torgal. This one. Get him.
That better be the last of them.
Еще ты 1000 осталось, да? Способности. 1000 почти. И потом вот это прокачаем.
Benedicta,
Benedicta.
my everything.
Душа моя.
I've missed you so
Я так
much.
скучал.
Kuka!
Кубка.
I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
You get away from her! Benedicta! I'll kill you, Roscoe!
Oh shit, he's priming. Not now.
Нет, не сейчас.
Come on.
Ну ладно.
Find him.
Найди я.
You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Ясно. Эфир. Опа.
But if you can do it,
Then
so could I!
Серая.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Я не знаю. До свидания.
What the hell has he done?
Охренеть. Рефлда. О, вообще. Да поможет мне небо. Идем до конца.
I'm coming, Joker!
Проклятие. Следующий план. Конец. ты не ладишь.
Ether. From the mother crystal. You can do it.
Здрасте, 90. Титан убил. Триса за него. Бам. Туда его. Прям.
Is that you,
Это
Ultima?
ты, Ультима.
What do you want?
Что тебе нужно?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
Скоро ты достигнешь совершенства.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept
Ты
us,
примешь
Ethos.
нас.
It is
Это
inevitable.
не избежать.
You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Нет.
Fight it, Clive!
Брось.
Don't let him in!
Не впускаем.
Consciousness.
Сознание.
We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Último.
Thank you, Joshua.
Спасибо, Джошуа.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Лоб у него и правда каменный.
Titan was strong.
Титан был
Your Majesty.
Ваше Величество.
But Mythos is stronger.
Но миф сильнее.
For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a
Пожертвовал
woman's
жизнью
head.
ради женщин.
A fool like all the
Глупец
rest.
высокий остальным.
That the death of a mother
Почему же
crystal
гибель
should be so beautiful.
Прекрасно. Священный орден рыцарей.
Some medicine, my lord?
Желаете лекарства?
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince.
Думайте о себе.
If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Любовь?
Forgive me, Terence.
Прости, Теренс.
Would that you were my
Ну, жаль,
master.
что ты не отдаешь мне
But alas,
I will always be your loyal
Я
servant.
всегда буду вашим верным словом.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least.
Хоть что-то хорошее все же.
You'll not be forced to do battle
Вам не
with Titan.
придется биться с Титаном.
Would that I could avoid doing
Не
battle at
приходилось
all.
бы мне биться вообще.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
Прошу просить, ваше высочество.
What is it?
В чем дело?
Olivier has been
Оливия
made
стал
emperor.
императором.
What is the meaning of this?
Что все это значит?
My father's orders.
Каков
What
приказ
were
отца?
they?
Вот все, быстро!
Yes, Your Highness.
Да
His
ваше
Radiance
высочество.
requests that Your Highness
Его
maintain
очень
position here
делал
and...
здесь.
Terence,
Yes, my prince.
Да, мой принц.
I must go to the palace.
Мне нужно...
I'll ready
выбрать.
your steed.
Я все поставлю.
What is it now?
Ну что еще? Опа.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
За вторжение, ваше высочество.
I know you.
Я знаю вас.
At ease.
Спокойно.
We stand in the
Сам
presence of the
Феникс
Phoenix.
почти у нас присутствует.
You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
И я не думаю, что ты
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Надеюсь, не помешал?
Not at all.
Хотя вовсе нет.
Though I admit, I
Таких
did not
почетных
expect such
гостей
a
не
distinguished
ожидал.
guest.
How many years has it been since the remembrance ceremony?
Сколько лет
20?
минуло?
I thought you long dead.
Мне казалось, вы умерли.
Do I address a ghost?
Я что, говорю с
Many
духом?
have told me that I look like
А
one,
ведь я и правда как призрак.
but no.
Но нет,
I'm alive.
живой. Пока.
Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage.
Принц.
I have a tale to tell you.
Я расскажу вам одну историю. Вернитесь в убежище. Так. Истинно.
I'd better give Otto the
Надо
good
бы
news.
порадовать. А поговорим мы с Отто в следующей серии. А на этом мы заканчиваем с этой серии. Всем спасибо, кто смотрел. Подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки. Всем до следующих серий. Всем пока-пока.